Good morning, boys and girls. It is Monday, March 18th. Welcome to our last week of school before spring break. If you can see, it is March Madness, isn't it? And so Gracie and I and High Point are ready for all the basketball games that are going on. So we are here to celebrate our last week before spring break. I hope that all of you have had the opportunity to read a ton. This weekend was beautiful. The sun is shining, and I see that warm weather is coming this week. So I am so excited to start to enjoy spring. What I want to talk to you about today, if you notice, since I'm on the basketball court, it's March Madness. And so there are tons of basketball games happening all over, and teams are playing against one another to win a spot in the Final Four. And so what I wanted to talk to you about today was nonfiction books. We saw last week by going to the Harry Potter train station to get ready to go to Hogwarts that books can take us to fantasy places. They can take us to these wonderful imaginary places in our minds. But books can also take us to real locations. So I could read, and we actually have a lot of them in our house, books about the University of Michigan, whether it's famous coaches at the University of Michigan or famous people who went to the University of Michigan talking about their experiences there. I went to the University of Michigan, and so did my husband. And so we had the opportunity to go to lots of football games on campus. I hope, boys and girls, that you take the opportunity to not only read fiction books, but to read nonfiction books and to take magical trips to the Amazon or to the Gobi Desert, places that we might not be able to travel ourselves by getting on a plane because it's pretty expensive to travel to faraway places, but you can travel there by reading books and reading the rich descriptions about the land and the people that live there. I hope again that you have all been putting your minutes in. I would love to see if we can have every single friend in our school, kindergarten through 5th grade, actually put their reading minutes in this week with that Google link. If you don't have the Google link, ask your teacher for it and they will send it to you. But that will let us know how many minutes you read, and who knows, maybe we'll draw for a surprise or two. For grit this week, remember we talked about how grit is really working hard, having that vision in your mind, and just buckling down and continuing to do it no matter how hard it might be. It is my thought that a lot of you, as well as a lot of your learning coaches and your teachers, are going to have to use a lot of grit this week, because it's going to be probably a long week since we know we have a week off for spring break. And so we tend to get really excited about it, and then when you're really excited about something, it tends to feel a lot longer than it really is to get to it. So boys and girls, I want to see you all putting in a lot of grit this week to make it to spring break, finish up all that work so that you don't have to work over spring break. And also, I'd love to give a High Point high five out to my friends who came to our Principal Read Aloud last week. I am so appreciative that all of you came to hear the story and to talk with me, and I love that I see the same friends each time that I have the Principal Read Aloud. It's so great to talk with you and to hear what's going on with all of you at your homes. So boys and girls, have a wonderful last week of school before spring break, but don't forget, just 1 week off, and then when we come back, we'll be getting ready for our 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders to start M-STEP testing. All right, boys and girls, have a wonderful week.